Hello all, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, you're going to be understanding the power of confluence. Either you're a beginner trader, a seasoned trader, or an experienced trader, you need to understand the power of confluence. I know a lot of you guys might be wondering why you've been trading for a whole time, but you're not yet profitable in the Forex market. Now it is time for you to start trading with a reason. Not just trading because the market is going buy, you want to buy, or the market is going sell, you want to sell. Don't worry, I know the word confluence sound new to you. I'm going to break down everything to you so you will understand it, and that way you'll be able to make reasonable money from the market. You know the drill, guys, so let's dive into the real business. Now, understanding the word confluence. Confluence is simple. I know sometimes you just feel pretty excited and you want to go for a trade because it looks like it's going to go your way, or you've been on the market for a very long time and you just want to execute a trade. I know that happens a lot. Now, you need to stop doing that. You need to start doing the real trading stuff. Now, to have a confluence is, if you want to trade XAU USD, there should be a conditions you're going to see in the market before going for XAU USD. So I don't really mean that you have to see the exact setup you want to see before going for a trade. What I'm trying to say here is you need to have reason for every trade you want to take in. All right. So now let's look at the XAU USD trade that I took yesterday. I had to start from 4 hours time frame, as you can see right here on my screen. And that is the first thing I always have as my confluence. I want to see what exactly is going on higher time frame, like 4 hours time frame. So right here you could see I was in the market when I drew this blue vertical line. Okay, so I was in the market right here, and what I could see that I could see the market was having a downtrend. So right now I could confirm an order block at this level, because when the market was coming down, it has a rejection back to the upside. So I could confirm this place as an order block. So I had to write that down. That was the first thing I took. I knew that was an order block. All right. Now I made a decision that I'm only going to take a sell trade, because I could see that the market is having a downtrend and I could see how the momentum is going to the downside. So I've decided that I'm going for a sell in this trade. That is the first thing on my confluence. Making decision if I'm going to buy or I'm going to sell. So I've decided that I want to sell. All right. Now the next thing is I look down. Okay, if I want to sell, where could be my danger zone? All right. Now remember, I want a day trade, so I need to be able to identify my danger zone, and I don't want to make sure that I go beyond my danger zone. All right. I was able to identify this liquidity right here, the previous liquidity. I could see a liquidity right before this time right here, and I know the market is actually either going to take out that liquidity and keep going down, or take out that liquidity and return back to the upside. So I call that my major liquidity. These are confluences. You have to make sure you are making decisions. You have reasons why you are actually taking a trade. So I could see that we have a major liquidity right there, and I know that could be a danger zone. It's either the market return back to the upside or the market actually return back to the downside. All right. So after having all of this mapped out, I need to go back to 15 minutes time frame. Now, after having your confluence on higher time frame, after seeing exactly what you want to see, if you are a day trader, you want to go back to lower time frame, like 15 minutes time frame, where I make my final decision and go in aggressively with my trade execution. So right now you could see it still shows my order block and my major liquidity as I've drawn it out on 4 hours time frame. Now, the next thing I want to see, I've already drew out my decision, and my decision says that I need a retracement and break of initial liquidity after order block, then I sell. So what this simply means is this was my order block, all right, and that is where I'm going to take my sell trade. So when am I going to take my sell trade? Until I have a break of this order block and I have a little rejection, and I have the market also break that order, that previous liquidity being created after the break of order block, which was this level right here. You could see it has broken it. Now a lot of you guys will actually want to go for a sell immediately your order block is being broken. This is one of the reasons why you need confluences. I, for one, I never take a trade without a retracement and a break. Whenever I have my decision, I need to make sure that I see a structure being broken. Okay, I see a structure being created on either way. Okay, if it was an order block or if it was a liquidity, I just need a structure being created, a little retracement, and then that liquidity, that initial liquidity, should also be broken. So that was exactly what happened right here. We had this market come all the way down and then return back to the upside. Now it has actually broken my order block, but I want it to retrace, which happened. And the next thing I wanted is I want the market to come back and break the previous liquidity being created on this lower time frame. So this was here. I confirmed my trade, and I was able to also decide that I'm gonna close my trade at least 50% of the size of my major liquidity. Okay, you know, I told you this is a danger zone, so I need to make sure I'm not going into danger. So it is more advisable that I could close my trade here, but you know, I always make my decision, and my decision is always what I go for. So my major liquidity, I target 50% of the space in my major liquidity as my take profit, and that was how I was able to take this beautiful trade. Now this is what we call confluence. If the market has broken down from this initial point, okay, I wouldn't have taken trade, and that was what happened. I never took the trade. Now it went to the upside. If this market never came back to this downside to break this liquidity, I won't take trade for that day. I'm just gonna make sure that that day I had no trade, because the market is going back to the upside. I did not have plan to go for a buy. My decisions was to go for a sell. So my confluence need to come to to positions before I take my trade. Now, this is what it means by confluence. If you can be able to bring out confluences like this every day before you take decisions on your trade, I promise you, you're going to be among the profitable traders. If you found this video really helpful, consider giving it a thumb up. It's right on that subscribe button, and turn on your bell notification. That way you can always get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you want a one-on-one live mentorship, if you really want to understand trading better, okay, I've provided my WhatsApp number in the description of this video. Go right there and chat me up on my WhatsApp, and I can help you be a better trader. See you guys in my next video.